back to our YouTube channel. My name is Jess and this is my wonderful brother Daniel. Daniel has cerebral palsy and we started this channel like 8 years ago now. And I thought I'd be more consistent with the videos, but it turns out I'm not the greatest. Aiden, I know sister hasn't been so consistent. But here we are, we want to try again and just, you know, inspire some of you out there, spread more awareness about what it's like growing up with a special needs sibling. And it just gives Daniel something to do with his sister. Right, Dan? So we figured we would do a life update video. A lot has happened since we last posted about a year ago. Was our last video where I did 24/7 care with my brother Daniel. So make sure to go watch that video. But we'll just get into this one. So here's a life update for you. So Dan, what's been going on in our lives? Hey, a lot has happened within this past year. Yes, a lot has happened. So, Daniel is officially an uncle, which is super exciting. So I had a little boy named Dawson. Dawson will be almost a year. This November is when his first birthday is, so that's really exciting. Daniel's really been loving uncle duties, although you've been struggling a bit with not being the center of attention sometimes. Yeah. So Daniel's used to being the cutest guy in the room and all that. But what?
He has heartburn.
He has heartburn. Do you have heartburn, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. Daniel has heartburn. Okay, so there's an update for you. Daniel is still struggling with his heartburn and acid reflux. Hey Dan, it causes you a lot of pain, doesn't it? Yeah, it's not fun. So that's usually what keeps him up during the night.
Well, no, not during the night, just...
Oh, I'm corrected by my mother. Usually I guess it's just pain and discomfort that keeps him up during the night. But sometimes he does struggle with his acid reflux and heartburn. But it's more so managing it throughout the day.
It's not every day.
Yeah, not every day, but it goes in waves. Some weeks are easier than others, and sometimes you just have a bad week, right, Dan?
Well, depending on how full he is.
Yeah, so that's another thing, I guess, that's not often talked about is making sure you get good results. I mean, everybody poops. We're not ashamed. And Daniel is totally okay with us sharing this. But obviously, I won't go into too much detail because it is a personal and private matter. Hey, Dan. But yeah, everybody poops. And so we find that, thank you, Mom. Gonna give him some Gaviscon now. We find that with Daniel, if you don't get good results, it kind of
causes more heartburn.
It ends up causing more heartburn and vice versa sort of thing. So we do our best to keep him having a good diet, not filling his stomach too much. He is working with a doctor for meds, for like, yeah, all that sort of stuff. He has a gastro specialist. So it's something that we're all managing. Right, Dan? Yeah. Yeah, you're so strong though. I couldn't imagine. I've personally never had heartburn, but I've heard from some people who have extreme heartburn and acid reflux that it can be really painful. Dan, is it pretty painful at times? Yeah. Okay, so we got Daniel comfortable. I tilted him back in his wheelchair to help with the acid reflux. And I think he might be starting to feel better, but it is a tricky thing to deal with. Daniel does his best to communicate to us by giving us his hand. So that's how we ask, right? We ask you questions, and that's usually how you communicate. Sometimes he is a little stubborn, aren't you? But ultimately, we work together to make you feel better. Hey, Dan. Yeah. So that's the update with that. He does still struggle with acid reflux and heartburn, but we're doing our best just to kind of manage everything. Like I was saying previously, Daniel is officially promoted to an uncle. He really enjoys his uncle duties, so that's been a really amazing experience that I've been able to share with my brother, right, Daniel? Uncle Dan. So that's exciting. And then the final update we have for you is we're officially neighbors. So my parents built a granny flat addition onto their house like 17 years ago or so, where my grandparents lived for most of our lives, I guess. And my grandparents just moved into town so that we could move into their side. That way we can be a support to Daniel. Obviously, I work with Daniel. I'm his, I guess, special needs caregiver. But also, since having our son, it's just a lot easier to be next to my parents, to be able to be that support, but also they can support us with our children. Right, Dan? Yeah. So we sold our house when I was 36 weeks pregnant, and then I ended up having our son when I was 38 weeks pregnant. So in hindsight, we did cut it close, but it was a good experience, and we're so happy that we did it. We ended up moving into my in-laws' place. So then I had Dawson. We stayed there for about 9 months. And then in March of, I guess, what is it, 2021 now, we started renovating our home, and then we moved in this summer. So that was really exciting. It was pretty stressful there for a little bit because we didn't know where we were gonna live, what homes were gonna come on the market, and all of that. So when we finally came to the conclusion that it would be best to move next door to Daniel and my parents, it was just a huge weight lifted off of my husband and my shoulders. It was nice to know where we were gonna end up and kind of have a plan. So we were busy renovating my grandparents' side to make it more our own, and we're so happy with the results. Maybe I'll give you a tour sometime if you're interested. Just comment below and let me know. It's pretty cool to be able to get the opportunity to move next door to Daniel and my parents, just so that we can be more of a support. And I've just returned to work with Daniel the past couple of weeks, and it's been such a nice transition. I'm just so blessed that I'm able to work with Daniel day to day and know that I'm being a support to my family. But also now I have my own priorities of my son and my husband, so it's really nice to be able to balance the two nicely. Right, Dan? And you enjoy having Dawson over every day, don't you? Yeah, you like being an uncle? Yes, you do. Hey, it's so cool to see Daniel with Dawson. They're so cute together. Right, Dan? But yeah, so that's, like, I guess all we have to update you on. I would like to start filming more videos more consistently, because I know a lot of you follow, and I've had a bunch of messages on Instagram as well asking where we've been. Right, Dan? Yeah, I know a lot of you can feel the same way with everything going on in the world. It's just been a lot to handle and so many changes, and then of course, like, our family has been growing and going through different changes as well. So yeah, Daniel and I have been talking, and it's something that is on our hearts to do. We would like to be more consistent with videos. So if you have any video ideas for us to film, like a Q&A, if you have any questions or just any ideas, just comment them down below, so then that way we can get filming and actually be consistent with our videos, because I hate to leave you guys hanging for a year. Like, that's too long. Right, Dan? Do you enjoy making YouTube videos? Yeah, you like it. That's some comments I've received of consent, and Daniel has his own rights too. I always talk with my brother and get his approval before I share things. But the reality is we are a type of family that is very open, and yeah, like, I mean, that's just who we are. So obviously Daniel is gonna be like his family, and he's gonna be sharing and be open about things that maybe might seem a little personal to some people. But I think ultimately it's so important to be real with you and just share our lives with you, because I mean, growing up with a special needs brother is not the norm. I mean, it is for me, so sometimes that's why I struggle with what to actually share and what people would be interested in, because for me it's just my life and it's something I'm used to. I don't know anything different. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that, because I do talk with my brother beforehand to make sure he's okay with filming whatever we film and sharing whatever we share, right, Dan? You don't mind sharing your life, do you? Yeah, as long as it inspires people, and maybe we can help some of you going through a similar life situation. Hey, Dan. Yeah, oh, my sweet brother, I love you. Do you love your sister? Yeah, that's my brother. So that's the recap of our year. I think I've caught you up to speed on everything. If ever you have any questions, make sure to comment them down below, and we'd love some of your video suggestions as well, so make sure to comment those if you have any ideas. As always, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos on special needs awareness and just what it's like having a sibling with cerebral palsy, right, Dan? And just family life, all the good stuff. So yeah, make sure you subscribe and like this video, because it does really help support our channel, and we will do our best to create more videos for you and be more consistent. That's the goal. We have some serious goals, don't we, Dan? Dan's like, yeah, we do. Hey, brother. Yeah, okay. So we'll wrap this video up. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Jess Marriette. That's where you can kind of see Daniel more throughout the week and all that sort of stuff. I share a lot about our life on there as well. All right, well, it was nice seeing you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you subscribe and continue to watch our upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.